touchback. Throwing on first down is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Carr now on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first and 10, here's Carr. Drops this off with Nwangu. Touchdown Raiders! Kene Nwangu, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. He was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there for the Dolphins. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 24, Tua. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And it's caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll run with Mostert, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, Carr. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down, Carr. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions, and the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hitting this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly, and now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
What?
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds here.
Yo, legs locked? What do you mean they locked?
On the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying.
Yeah, but that's a whole different story. What happened?
But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Jacobs.
You couldn't move it, babe? What? When you got home yesterday?
Resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job.
Oh, so I was asleep already, man. I was asleep. So wait, was it after your text or before when you text me like the phone died, man? Damn, gee, what was you doing?
Down here when you're guarding your end zone. Sitting down to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, my baby.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Right here.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a...
Babe, I'll be helping you, so be quiet.
Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident up to...
And the Raiders have got it.
What you taking your cousins to, mama?
Oh, Nichols, never giving up. He
right,
works
baby.
his way to the QB for a loss of 12. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
Oh, thank
They'll
you.
get
Come
him
the
down
fuck
about
on.
3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That's to his running back.
So weak, bro. Sort of,
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force him to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Mostert. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Mostert. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Tua sets up to pass it. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one it bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there for the Raiders. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. It's a big play there for Miami.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head in harm's way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Tua gonna throw.
Every fucking time.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
I can fucking stop playing, bro.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossett. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Carr now on 1st down. They'll get this to Nwangu. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Carr. Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown Raiders. Will Fuller. 31 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this 2nd half. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for Vegas. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's thrown out to Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be fourth down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they can keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. All the way in for the Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 44 yards. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they hammer over their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And at this point, nobody is saying that was a good effort, really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Just what you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Another run now for Nwangu. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. The defense has the lead. They're playing for the points first.
Back-to-back big plays have them on the move on first down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. I know it's hard to find solace on one side.